Are you looking to buy a home in the Knoxville market, but afraid you'll regret it as soon as you sign on the dotted line? Every year, around 6 million people buy a home. Sadly, surveys are estimating as many as 82% of them feel some level of buyer's remorse after the closing, mostly due to either the sales price or the mortgage rates. If you don't want to fall into that 82%, you'll want to watch this video to learn 5 great tips to prevent experiencing that dreaded buyer's remorse feeling. Plus, I've added a 6th bonus tip at the end. If we've not met yet, I'm Shelby Brooks, and I've built a multi-million-dollar real estate business in Knoxville, Tennessee, out of being a trusted advisor for my clients. It's my mission to treat every client like family and to turn transactions into relationships. So here's tip number 1. Build a realistic budget. Start by talking with your lender to develop a budget that takes into account both your income and your expenses. Make sure you tell them everything so that they can help you determine what's comfortable for you. Don't hide any information or think your lender doesn't need to know something. They're the expert here. Let them determine what they need from you. You don't want any unpleasant last-minute surprises. Keep in mind that it's not uncommon to find out you actually qualify for more than you're comfortable spending, and that's okay. Remember, just because you can afford it on paper doesn't mean you need to spend it. Once you've created that budget, stick to it. Tip number 2, understand the different mortgage types. There are a bunch out there. This is another great topic of conversation for you to have with your lender. Be sure to ask them to review the different mortgage types available to you. Make sure you understand the long and short-term financial implications of each one before choosing which one you think is the best fit for you. Some may have better interest rates, while others may require more or less cash up front. Others have unexpected fees or penalties. You've got to be educated before deciding what's going to work best for you in your specific situation. Tip number 3, watch those closing costs. Closing costs often catch home buyers by surprise, as they can make up anywhere from 2 to 4% of the total purchase price, and that's in addition to your down payment. By negotiating for points or requesting that the seller take on certain costs, you can help keep those closing costs down. Keep in mind, though, that in a heavy seller's market, it's difficult to get sellers to help with your costs, so it's wise for you to have this already set aside if at all possible. Talk with both your lender and your agent about these and create a plan as a team for what is or is not going to be possible for you. Tip number 4, build a needs versus wants list. This simple task allows you to prioritize things that your new home needs, like a location or a specific number of bedrooms and bathrooms, versus those things that you would like to have, but they aren't mandatory, like a new deck or a swimming pool. Once you create this list, just like your budget, stick to it. If a house has your must-haves and maybe even some of your nice-to-haves, it's likely to be one that you would want to consider offering on. Tip number 5, please work with an experienced realtor. By choosing to work with a realtor that's helped many buyers purchase their perfect home, you'll be more likely to trust their guidance. The expert advice of a seasoned realtor is priceless when you find yourself in uncharted territory. Many realtors specialize in working with specific types of buyers, for example, luxury properties or out-of-area relocation or first-time home buyers or military relocation buyers. Ask whomever you're considering working with what kind of experience they have in working with clients that meet your specific demographic. And as promised, here's my bonus tip. Stay flexible during this purchase process. Sometimes the negotiations feel overwhelming, or once you're under contract on a home, the demands of underwriters to get all the documentation that they need can feel like a lot to manage. Realize that these requests are just part of the process and will be over with as soon as you've closed on your new home. This is another reason to make sure you're working with a seasoned agent. They've navigated these waters before and can help you get to the closing table with as little stress as possible. And guys, if you ever need help with any of this, please let me know. Contact me through my website, shelbybrookshomes.com, or you can call or text me at 865-599-5410. Now that you're prepared to start your house hunting journey like a champ, do you feel confident about how to get started actually looking at houses and knowing what to look for? If you're not 100% sure of what the next steps are and want to learn more about the actual house hunting process, or maybe you think you know, but you would Still appreciate some words of wisdom? Then tune into my next video, 5 tips for house hunting in Knoxville. This video will save you time and possibly money while you're searching for your new home. If you're a buyer looking to purchase a home in the Knoxville area and want to be taken care of by a trusted advisor, I encourage you to schedule a free buyer consultation with me where I'll walk you through my signature process of how I help buyers buy homes in Knoxville without having that dreaded buyer's remorse feeling. You can schedule by emailing me at Shelby@shelbybrookshomes.com.